Well, hey, how you doing today? Good, I hope. Well, it's Saturday, woohoo. And being as it's Saturday, once again, we're going to jump on that open tag by that fine fellow Terry over at Terry's Knives and Man Stuff. If you haven't checked out Terry, go check him out. Just a all-around good human being with some really nice knives. So if you like nice knives, go check him out. So, Saturday Stockman Stampede. The one we're going to look at today is a Rough Ryder that comes from the Rough Ryder Stoneworx series. Now, this is a series that basically combines various stone elements into the covers. Looks really good. And here it is. Isn't that just a pretty knife? So you've got synthetic turquoise with a cracked look to it, synthetic jasper, and then what I believe is genuine abalone for the inlays here. You've got nickel silver bolsters, nickel silver spacers, and look, no pins. You've got brass liners. Everything looks good and tight there, no major gapping. And being a stockman comes with your 3 traditional stockman blades. So you have your clip point, you have your sheep's foot, and you have your spey blade. So my understanding of the history of the knife, and I could be wrong, is that this was designed in Europe for use by U.S. cattlemen. So it was the types of blades they would find they would have a use for out on the range or dealing with livestock. But just a pretty knife. Show side and pile side both. Everything nice and tight. They really did a good job aligning all the various stone or faux stone elements. Everything is nice and smooth. No issues on the transitions to the various elements. Nickel silver bolsters. Everything nice and smooth. This would be a large stockman, so it comes in at about 4 1/3 inches. Basically, your the same as your case 75 pattern. Most people would be more familiar with that, I think. Your clip point comes in at about 3 1/3 inches. Cutting surface 2 3/4. Get your half stops. Nice snap. Your spey blade. And that comes in at about 2 1/3 with a cutting surface of about 1 3/4 inches. Nice walk and talk. Spey blade again. Oh, about 2 1/4. Cutting surface about 1 3/4 inches. You've got your Rough Ryder tank stamp. And then what appears to be laser etching for your model number. And made in China. And this would be 440B steel. Stainless mirror polish. Just a very pretty knife to look at. And well built. Everything comes good and sharp. But a fingerprint magnet. Slight scratch there, which is likely due to some degree of blade rub. Look. Yeah, that seems to be right in here where your sheep's foot and your clip point align. General alignment, your clip point is centered. You've got a good space between your liner and your spey blade. You just get that little bit of rub right there for your clip point and your sheep's foot. And that's probably where the majority of that rub is coming in, is if you try and pull the sheep's foot while the clip point is in there, you're obviously applying pressure against the clip point. And you see that little bit right there as well. But fairly minor, that may bother some. If this is just a knife you want as a working knife, that I can't see being much of an issue. Just a very nice looking knife. No complaints I can find with it. Has a little bit of weight to it. And that'll be because well, I mean, if this was real stone, it would weigh a lot more, but just the amount of stonework in there just gives a little bit of weight. And you've got your added nickel silver liners as well. But not too heavy to have in your pocket, not too heavy to work with. Just a good looking all around knife. Stockman's a great pattern because it provides you with lots of options. You've got your standard clip point you find on most pocket knives for just general routine tasks. The sheep's foot was meant for trimming the hooves on sheep. Most of us don't have sheep these days, so maybe we should. But it makes for a very good utility blade and draw cut blade. And your Spey blade, well, we know what that's for. But just makes another just good little general, general utility knife. And a lot of times I find on older Stockmans that I pick up to clean up, Spey blade is one of the more used blades. So a lot of people say they don't fancy it. They say, you know, the purpose really isn't there for it anymore, but there's an awful lot of old Stockmans out there with worn out Spey blades. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for today. I hope you're all set up to have an awesome weekend. I know we've had some rough weather through North America, particularly central towards the east this week, but hey, you can still get out in the woods. Strap on a set of snowshoes. That's what I'm going to do. Break with some cross-country skis. Plenty of stuff you can still do in the woods in the wintertime. Bring a knife with you. Might just come in handy. Y'all take care.